What's going on, guys? tcshadowkillerx here, and today we're going to be looking at the Wasp Warrior uh, MPM knockoff movie Bumblebee. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here is the packaging. Have Wasp Warrior WW01, our little buddy. Got a nice picture representation of Bumblebee right there on the front. Let's see, you got Wasp Warrior on the side, Wasp Warrior on the top, another Wasp Warrior on the other side, on the bottom, another Wasp Warrior. On the back of the box, there is basically no back of the box. It's just basically the same thing over and over again. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So, moving right along here, we have Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee, and he looks extremely good, while like he did in the movie, and unfortunately, my copy has problems standing up. I don't know why, but there we go. So let's get in here on the details. So, and yes, unfortunately, with mine, one of his chest antenna pieces came broken, but nice looking head sculpt there, some nice blue metallic eyes, and I do have a few scuffs of paint on my head here for Bumblebee, but apart from that, he looks good. Got the license plate right there on his crotch, but yeah, he looks good. He looks like he did in the movie. Got some nice detailing here, some nice artwork here that they have done with him. He looks amazing, man. I really like it. I really like how he turned out. So, for accessories, he does come with, as you saw on the packaging, he does come with his cannon. And it's just a gunmetal gray. And how you put this on him is you come here, take his hand, you take his arm, you push right here on this panel, which will open up this, you rotate his hand around, put it in, pause, just like so, and then you got these two ports right here, that normally these two tabs would go right there, but with the gun, you're just gonna want to take it, and it does split, so you want to split it just like so, and you want to line up these two ports right there where those two ports are. So you just want to take it, put it right there, close it around his fist, or where his fist would be, and then that tab right there will just nestle under those two tabs right there, and then if you can just get it situated where it will tab in, you can use that double hinge to your advantage. Just like so, get that just tabbed. Oh, he's wanting to fight me. But we will not let him, so we're gonna move that hinge there. Just like so, get that real nice. And there you have B with his gun, and that way you can just shoot some Decepticons. It does split, unfortunately, whenever you do have it on his arm. But there's that. And there is also another feature in robot mode. You lift this part as it just so desperately wants to, and this just comes undone. It's only on a friction hinge, so you can just pop it right back on. And unfortunately mine is extremely loose, but you could put this back down and it makes his battle mask, which looks amazing. So you put that back up, raise this back up, just like so, close that back over, and we will take his gun off, pop his fist back out. What you want to do there is just basically apply a little pressure on that nub, and it should bring his hand out to where you can just nestle your finger behind it. Just like sometimes I like to get his thumb out just for a little bit more leverage, and that way you could just push on it and then pull the rest of it out. Rotate his fist back, close his panel back up, and yeah, there is Bumblebee. There's not really much left to say for him about him in his robot mode, so why don't we get down to the transformation. I was about to put him down, but never mind. So first thing you want to do is you want to come here to this little antenna thing. You want to put it under his head in a way. Oh, and they do pop off. And why does this thing always seem to pop off every time? I hate how loose mine is. But it just pops right back in there, just like so. So you want to nestle that under his head, just like so. Now, what you want to do is you want to come to the back, take his wing. Oh, I forgot to completely do the articulation, so we'll go ahead and go do that real quick. Articulation. We'll get this thing, this antenna out real quick. Alright, articulation. His head is not on a ball joint, so, I mean, he can very softly look up, can look down, he can look left, not that far, he can look right, pretty far, but it's tight. Shoulders are on a ball joint, so you can get a full 360, just like so. Bring them out. Got a hinge here that comes out with him. Got some forearm rotation, bicep rotation. Got a little under 90 degrees there at the elbow. Got a wrist rotation. Fingers can open, just like so. Legs can go forward that far. Oh, actually they can go pretty far. Backward that far. Outward. He can't do the full split. Nice ratchet joints on the legs there. A very tight thigh rotation there. Got some nice bendage there at the knee. That's 90 degrees right there. And then you got up and down at the ankle. A little bit of pivot here and there. Waist swivel. And yeah, that pretty much rounds all the rotation up. So we will get down in the transformation now. Like I said, you want to put that under his head. Then you want to come back to the wings. take these panels, untap them. You see that tab just goes right there. You want to bring these around like so, and they kind of just thoop right into place. So you just want to bring them around, bring them up against the door, bring them around, bring them up against the door like so, and then you want to leave that for right now. Now what you want to do is you want to lift his arms just like so, and you want to take these panels right here. This panel just tabs in. This panel tabs in right there and right there, and this port will tab in right there when you're going into robot mode. You want to do the same on this side. Untab that, and that will free his lower and upper body from each other. You want to extend that all, and then you want to bring the wings forward, which will give you enough clearance to bring out this whole assembly from the inside. You want to take that out, and then after you do that, you want to take this panel, push it in. That way you can rotate all of this around, and that becomes the front of the car, like so. Now what you want to do is you want to bring this whole assembly out, bring this out, and then bring this out as well. And then you want to take this, flip it over. There is a double hinge here you want to bring down like so, and then there were two tabs that will just tab in behind the roof like so. Now what you want to do is you want to come to the underside. Now I can show you exactly what I'm doing, and first we'll work on the arms and get them situated. So what you want to do here is you want to rotate. Let me get to where you can see. So what you want to do is you want to bring this panel, straighten out the arm, bring this whole section down, and you want to keep this shoulder guard here flush against the car. Now what you want to do is you want to rotate his arm inward, and if you have enough bumblebees you will recognize this. And after you do that, you want to open this panel like I had demonstrated earlier. And you want to rotate his wrist so that the thumb is pointing outward or downward. Then you want to flip in his hand just like so. So now his thumb is facing outward. You want to close this back up, and there is a tab right there that will just go into his arm right there. And you want to tab that in just like that. You want to do the same with the other arm. You want to bring his shoulder in, rotate his arm, then you want to open up. Nope, he's kind of fighting me here. We'll get it. Get his arm all the way in there. There we go. Now you want to open up this panel just like so. Rotate his hand. Flip it inward. Close it back up. Then that tab will go in that slot right there in his arm. Just like so. Now, what you want to do now is you want to flip him around. Now, you want to come to the feet. You want to unpeg this whole assembly from the wheel. You want to bring this heel spurt up until it clicks. It'll thoop into place. You want to bring his toe down, just like so. And then you want to take this whole assembly. You want to unpeg it. There's a tab right there that'll go right there. You want to flip that out, and then you want to take this whole piece and bring it outward, and that will tab into place together. Then this assembly can raise up while you work on this. What you want to do now is you want to bring the wheel outward, and there is a tab right there that will go into the wheel right there. So you want to tab that in like so. Now you can bring the foot down on its, or up on its double hinge. Make sure this piece is facing outward, and bring this up like that. Now with that done, you can take the whole leg. You want to bring out this piece, bring it out to the side. You can compress the leg inward, rotate this around. You can compress the leg inward, and then you can overlap this piece. And then once you do that, you can tab the toe guard will overlap that piece right there. So you want to tab that together like so. That way you can put this oh, he is not cooperating. We'll get it all fixed up when we get closer to car mode. But point being is you want to bring it all up and tab it in. Make sure everything's all nice and squozen, just like that. Now that makes one back side of the car. Do the same thing on the other side. You want to bring out this tab, swing it around, now untab the wheel, just like so. Flip that down, flip the heel spur up, it will swoop into place. Then you want to bring this section up, this will untab, bring this section out, and it'll make the back of the car. Then you want to swing the wheel out, and again that tab will tab right there, so you want to tab that in, just like so. And you want to bring this up and out of the way. Now you want to collapse the leg in, bring the toe down, just like so. Then you want to bring this assembly up and against the leg. You want to bring all this in. This will overlap everything. That will tab together, and then you can tab this together. And with that done, you can put the front and the back down. Make sure the arms have little space there. Now you want to tab this. Ooh, he's wanting to fight me now. But you want to tab everything together, just like so. Ooh, shit. Hang on. Alright, there's that. Now you want to, alright, fix that, make sure everything's nice and lined up, bring out the arms a bit. Now you can squeeze everything together, just like so. Now, with the front, move these doors out of the way. Everything here will tab together flushly, So what you want to do is you want to bring the chest piece out and down, and that will tab in. Bring the chest piece out and down, and that will tab in, just like so. And now we have to deal with the doors. Make sure everything's all nice and squozen. So what you want to do is, the doors are on a slider, so you want to carefully slide them in like so. That tab will tab there, and this tab you have to overlap and it will tab right there. So you want to tab it just like so, compress everything in, make sure everything is all good, just like so. Make sure everything fits nice and solid like. Do the same thing on the other side. Gently compress in that slider, tab in there, overlap that tab will tab into the door right there. Just take it, slide it in, and then slide that in. Make sure everything's nice and solid, just like so. Make sure everything's nice and lined up. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is Wasp Warrior, aka Masterpiece Movie 2007 Bumblebee. And I think he looks good. I think he looks really good. I like the way he looks. He looks like he just leapt from the screen, you know. Love his Camaro mode. Let's get close here on the details. So we have some nice silver rims there. Some nice racing stripes there, Chevy logo, some black there, silver for the headlights. I wish these headlights right here were painted, but no. Got the Camaro there on the side, got some silver door handle, some nice red paint for the taillights, some Chevy logo there, license plate there, exhausts even painted out, some racing stripes there. He looks good. He looks good. There's the top. There is the bottom. And he rolls really good, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And yeah, that is pretty much it. For comparison, here he is with the Transformers The Last Night crosshairs. So you can see how that looks. And he's significantly bigger than crosshairs. So there's that. Here he is with the APC Toys Transformers Prime Optimus Prime. See how that looks. They're roughly the same size. So there you have that. And here he is with Unique Toys Peru Kill Their Lockdown. See how that looks. And their lockdown's a tad longer than Bumblebee there. This wheel untabbed there, but there's that. So there you go, and I think that's gonna have to wrap it up for Wasp Warrior, aka Masterpiece Movie Bumblebee. Now, if you want to try and store the weapon in vehicle mode, I don't know if there is a way. I mean, looks like there should be. I haven't found a way. Yeah. I haven't found a way. Maybe that will work. Let me see. Oh, would you look at that? There it is. Storage. And it does not hinder the rolling one bit. It's just with how my copy, the wheels keep untabbing, and it's like he wants to turn right all the time, but let me see here. But there is storage for your cannon, and yeah, he's wanting to turn right a lot. I don't know why that is. I don't know if there's a way I can fix that. But it's like the wheels are just significantly loose. But there is Masterpiece Movie knockoff Bumblebee, and I like him. I really like the way he turns out. Robot mode's phenomenal. Camaro is phenomenal. Phenomenal. God, am I saying that word right? Anyway, I like him. I picked mine up on Amazon as well. I paid roughly $70-ish for him, but to me, he's worth it. If you guys want more reviews, please let me know in the comments. Please like this video. I'll leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.